Hello everyone, welcome back. Tonight we follow a story about an old jade bracelet, a gift once given by Jack's grandmother to his mother. A gift said to bring fortune and protection, now, at the most fragile moment of their family. The bracelet appears again. What does it mean, and why now? Let us begin. The rain had just stopped. Drops still rolled down the wooden window frame. The house sank into silence. The only sound came from water falling slowly from the roof tiles. Inside the living room, a warm yellow light from the lamp spread across the floor. Yet that warmth only made the emptiness clearer. Tien sat in a wooden chair, a blanket covering her shoulders. Her pale face glowed faintly under the lamp. Her dark eyes gazed at the wet yard outside. Her body weak, her heart heavy. A knock came at the door, firm and steady. The room froze. Mama Loy rose to open it. Two police officers stepped in. Their shadows stretched tall and heavy on the wall. The older one spoke, his voice low and even. "We came to take statements. Please cooperate." The pen clicked. A notebook opened on the table. Silence filled the room until Tien lifted her face. She tightened the prayer beads in her hand. Her voice trembled. But each word came clear. That night, I only saw two figures rushing at Jack. I did not think. I only ran forward to shield him. After that, everything turned blurry. The officer looked at her. His eyes softened for a moment. "Are you well now, after leaving the hospital?" Her eyelashes shook. She whispered, "I am still weak, but it is nothing, as long as he is safe." Jack sat beside her, his hand pressing gently on her shoulder. His back straight, his voice steady though strained. "Thank you for coming. I only hope the truth will come to light soon. We never made enemies. I do not understand why this happened." The pen scratched across the paper. Finally, the notebook closed. The officer said, "We will investigate. Stay calm, stay safe." The door shut behind them. Silence returned. Tien's gaze lingered on Jack. He was outside the window, arranging things on the porch. His footsteps echoed against the tiles. The sound pierced her chest, once comforting, now suffocating. "Every time you step outside, I fear you may not come back." The thought pressed into her heart like a blade of ice. Mama Loy had been watching, her kind eyes clouded with sorrow. She knew that fear. She had lived it before. Slowly, she left the room, then returned holding a small wooden box darkened by age. She placed it on the table. Her voice dropped, filled with memory. "The day I gave birth to Jack, his grandmother placed this bracelet in my hands. She said it would bring fortune. She said it would shield those who carried it. I kept it all these years. Today, I want to give it to you." The lid opened. Inside lay a jade bracelet, its surface no longer bright, yet still glowing faintly, like moonlight on still water. Tien's eyes glistened. She touched it, cold at first, then slowly warm, spreading across her palm. "Should I really take something so precious?" Her voice was almost a whisper. Mama Loy laid a hand on her shoulder, her eyes soft yet firm. "Take it. Sometimes a little faith is enough to carry us through the storm." The bracelet shimmered under the lamp. Tien's hands trembled as she slid it onto her wrist. The moment it touched her skin, warmth spread like a gentle flame. Her chest loosened, her breathing steadied. A fragile peace began to bloom. Night settled over the house. The wind carried a chill through the open cracks. The lamp flickered, its yellow glow trembling on the floor. Tien sat quietly by the table. Her fingers brushed the bracelet. The jade felt alive, pulsing faint warmth into her skin. She closed her eyes. Darkness filled her vision. Then images rose like mist. A wide garden stretched before her, grass soft and green. In the distance, a house glowed with light. Smoke curled gently from the kitchen roof. The sky burned purple with dusk. Laughter rang through the air, a sound so pure it pulled at her heart. She could not see the faces, but she knew. It was the sound of a family whole and safe. The vision dissolved. Silence returned. Her chest rose and fell quickly. Yet something had shifted. The fear that had weighed her heart had loosened. The bracelet whispered a promise she could not name. Morning arrived. Light poured through the window, spilling gold across the dining table. Mama Loy placed a bowl of warm porridge before her daughter-in-law. The steam rose, carrying the scent of ginger, soft and comforting. Jack entered from outside, his hair damp with morning dew. He froze for a moment, noticing the bracelet on Tien's wrist. His lips curved into a faint smile, though fatigue lingered in his eyes. The bracelet. It looks good on you. Did you just put it on? Tien nodded lightly. She said nothing more. Yet in her silence, her heart kept the image of the dream. The glowing house, the sound of laughter. And now Jack's tired smile seemed to belong to that dream. By afternoon, the sky darkened again. Rain lashed the roof with steady force. The sound roared through the house. Jack slipped on his coat, preparing to step into the storm. Tien stood by the porch. Her hand clutched the bracelet. Fear rose sharp in her chest. Every time he left, it felt as if shadows waited beyond the door. What if it happened again? What if he did not return? Her fingers pressed harder against the jade. Heat spread through her palm. Her vision blurred for an instant, and she saw Jack's figure not swallowed by darkness, but surrounded by a soft light. It wrapped him like a shield. The sight lasted only a second, but it left her breathing easier. Jack turned. Their eyes met. Neither spoke. His nod was steady, her grip on the bracelet firm. Together, their silent gestures said more than words. That night, Tien could not sleep. She listened to the wind hum against the shutters, carrying the smell of wet soil and flowers from the garden. The bracelet glowed faintly beside her. She remembered Mama Loy's voice. Sometimes a little faith is enough to carry us through the storm. The words wove together with her vision, forming a thread thin but strong. She turned to watch Jack asleep on the other side. Moonlight traced his tired face, sharp with worry, yet resolute. She whispered softly, unsure if he heard, "Please heavens, protect him." The jade shimmered, as if in answer. Dawn came again, filling the house with pale light. Mama Loy sat on the porch, mending an old sleeve. She looked up as Tien stepped out. Her smile gentle. "Your eyes, they shine again." Tien lowered her gaze to the bracelet, fingers brushing the smooth surface. A fragile smile touched her lips. "I do not know what the future will bring, but I feel lighter. I feel I can still believe." Mama Loya placed a hand on her hair. "Believe, because heaven never abandons a heart that stays pure." That evening, Jack returned home, his shoulders heavy, his face drawn by secrets unspoken. Yet when he saw his wife's quiet smile and his mother's calm eyes, he let out a long breath. The house was still touched by shadows. The danger outside had not vanished. But within these walls, a small flame had been lit. On Tien's wrist, the bracelet gleamed under the moonlight, whispering the same truth again and again. Even if the night is long, the light will always find its way back.